Well, we're in this game's equivalent of the Viridian Forest. That guy like turns
yes,
super fast.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, Viridian Forest is like Viridian. No, actually, in Pokemon X and Y, the first forest you enter is actually an exact duplicate of
Viridian
Viridian
Forest. That's
Yeah,
cool
and
though.
I
X and Y might have been the
noticed it
last game I
very
actually
early.
finished. Yeah.
Me too. I finished it very. I mean, I noticed it very early,
Yeah.
and my other friend didn't. Like, she never picked up on it, and she
Oh,
feels
really?
bad now because she thinks she's the bigger Pokemon fan. But
It's-
I truly know things if I could spot that within the first few tiles. I'm not.
I
I'm
genuinely
not the biggest
enjoyed.
Pokemon fan ever.
I genuinely enjoyed Pokemon X and Y, which is weird because like I don't get very far in a lot of new Pokemon games.
I really enjoyed it too. I first played it when I was like really depressed. Like I was feeling like lowest in my life, so I decided to buy a 3DS and I bought Pokemon X or Y, and I just played through it and I was just like, wow, this is connecting with my childhood, and I felt
That is
pretty good.
genuinely the time to get like in touch with your childhood, I think, when you're going through like some of the worst like times of your life, you know what I mean?
I mean, the whole reason I started making Pokemon Bronze in the first place was because I felt like I had hit a low point. So I decided to learn how to hack Pokemon games.
That's cool. That's really cool.
And I think that's pretty much how every hack started. Just feeling terrible, and I'm like, I'll make a game that makes me feel good. You know?
Yeah. I mean, you gotta spend your life doing something. I mean, just
maybe some of the people who made this were like extremely like.
I mean, they're on 4chan. Actually, that reminds me of apparently there was this like TV show or something like that was like making fun of 4chaners, and basically it was like trying to frame this like male character as being like out of touch with women, and he goes on a date and like talks like completely like misogynistic to this like woman, and like talks that like spouts incel talking points and whatever. But then the 4chan starts picking apart the video and being like, wow, you think we actually go on dates? That's a little bit too like that's a bit too nice.
Yeah, that's what the hell? You think
and they're all making fun of it and being like, wow, this is like so like inaccurate. Not even just inaccurate, just really cringe and gay.
It's like whenever like a crime show does something about gamers or like whatever, and like a gamer commits a crime and they're like 20 points, bitch.
Did you see that?
Like that's what I remember from like one of the ones I watched. There was a robbery and the guy's just like 20 points, bitch, and then it turns out they train every day in their fake little video game.
Did you see that that TV show that was like I think it was you know, is it NCIS or something? You know, those like cop shows?
Yeah.
And there was one that was like based on like gamers, and it was supposed to be like a Gamergate episode, and I think it had Tobuscus and Logan Paul in it. And and then there's the bit where the girl gets like beat up and she's like looking at herself in the mirror, and then one of the other characters goes, "What happened?" And she's like, "They leveled up." It's like it's not even just like a bad like representation. It's just like so tone deaf. It's the most tone deaf thing ever.
They leveled up.
They leveled up.
That's all they care about. They just want to level up their boys in their games.
Oh, those boys in their games.
But what if it's like Daddy Daycare and he misses the toilet and he's like, "What happened? I leveled up."
I just want that to be a meme where like a character just responds with "I leveled up" instead of whatever they originally said.
I was
good Lord Seymour, what's happening in there? I leveled up.
At this time of year, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
I leveled up. He just says it again.
Yeah. Do you like Parmesan cheese?
I leveled up.
Do you like Parmesan cheese?
I do. I like all sorts of cheese. Although I kind of hate it
I love all kinds of cheese.
I kind of hate it when they say, oh, this pizza has 3 different types of cheeses, and, like, one of the cheeses is too similar to the other kind of cheese. Then it's not a 3-cheese pizza.
Yeah, that's bullshit. What the fuck? I freaking love all kinds of cheeses, and if there's like 4 or 5 cheeses on pizza, I'm like, gimme.
Let's catch up.
So I bought like a pizza from the supermarket, and I put extra cheese on it because I want cheese.
Yeah.
Pizza.
Cheese.
Extra cheese. I wanna be clogged up all week long. Uniclit, no. Unclit.
Unclit. That's terrible.
You can't say that. That's illegal.
Unclit. I like uniclit for some reason. Can we? I'm gonna go with that.
I mean,
it means one.
I don't know what men love about women's parts, but
why not?
I guess
what do you
they're
mean?
Stronger than me because I don't like them.
Why don't you like them? That is incredibly misogynistic, Freako. I want to apologize if we have any women in the audience.
I'm just saying that's my preferences. I don't like them.
How dare you?
How is that?
How dare you? That is heterophobic, and you know it.
I love how, like, sometimes people would be like, sometimes people would be like, how can so-and-so have a baby? They're a lesbian. And it's just like, lesbians can get pregnant.
Lesbians can get pregnant too.
And it's like...
Some men can get pregnant.
Someone called me a Trump supporter because I said that you don't have to have sex to get pregnant.
What?
Which I meant you have artificial insemination. That's what I meant. But they went straight to Trump supporter.
That's such a bizarre leap in logic.
They legitimately thought I was like, oh, pregnancy is magic. Yeah.
That's so stupid. Yeah. I don't even know what their logic is. Trump supporter.
Yeah.
Those Trump supporters and their artificial insemination. That's something that like freaking conservatives do.
But after that point, I learned to just say what you mean and don't.
Oh yeah.
Make an analogy.
Don't leave any room for like miscommunication, because if you don't like say absolutely like if you don't leave any room for if you forget to not leave any room for error, people will misinterpret your words however they please for political gain.
Yeah, exactly. They be bussin' though.
They do be bussin'.
I like how he looks like.
No, they don't.
He looks like the frog Pokemon.
Oh well, now I'm asleep.
God damn, that's annoying. You know, I don't know if I hate sleep more, if I hate confusion more, honestly.
Sleep is actually pretty good for people. Like, you need to get at least, like, 7 or 8 hours of sleep before you... And being confused is pretty bad.
I'm going to slap you upside the bum-bum.
Glove slap! Baby glove slap!
Baby glove slap! Glove slap! I don't take crap! Glove slap! Shut your big yap! I love that episode so much, as I stated earlier.
I love that episode where Tom Scott, who is a statistician, if that's a word, he made a video where he put out a poll trying to determine what people's favorite thing, like, in the world was.
Yeah.
And the number one result was sleep,
porn,
surprisingly, and apparently number 69 was something sexual related, and he did not make that up. That's just where the cards fell.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if someone wrote down 69 reasons, when they get to 69, they'd be like, nice.
I think pizza ended up being like one of the top 10. Let me find this, like...
My favorite foods of all time are pizza and ice cream, and I rarely eat them. Because that's how they keep favorites, you see. The best thing is nutting right after you wake up. I mean, right before you wake up. So that Pikachu, is he like on top of an ice cream or like what?
I think it's meant to be like a tornado or something. Oh wait, no, it's called Picotin. So I think it's like
So
candy.
he's like
it's
fairy
candy
floss.
Yeah, it's like
You got
fairy
candy
floss,
floss?
exactly. No, I don't know
Like,
what
what
it's
do you
called.
call
It's
it?
like
I call it
cotton
fairy.
candy.
Yeah,
Candy
whatever.
floss. I was like mixing up the two terms.
Fairy floss, that sounds like something fairies used to clean their teeth. Teeth real
I get
clean
it.
because it's called like the cavity teeth.
I get jokes.
I get you.
I get it. I get jokes.
So, what would happen if Pikachu?
Poison for
What would happen if Pikachu had a shower with you, and you like accidentally kicked it and it like went zap? You would die, wouldn't you?
You die immediately. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is like literally the. Do you think anyone's ever like committed the ultimate delete by like getting in bath with the Pikachu? Do you think Ash has ever like gotten in sometime after the final episode of Pokemon when he's like in his like when Ash is like in his like early 20s or like early 30s, he like gets in the bath and it's like, Pikachu, come take a bath with me, and Pikachu's like, Pikachu, and then it's like, and then instead of like having like the wide eyes like blinking, he's just like a limp. He's limp in the bathtub.
It's what Ash does instead of autoerotic asphyxiation. It's what he does instead. He like jacks it while Pikachu zaps him in the bathtub. It's like not enough to hurt you, but just enough to make you feel good.
Not enough to hurt you, just enough to make you feel good.
I sent a few static shocks up your pussy.
Oh, that sounds
Not
painful.
enough to hurt you, just enough to make you feel good.
That sounds painful.
It sounds like Futurama, where Leela got
Alright.
like sexually excited by the shock collar. That opened my eyes
yeah.
as a kid.
Gosh, you are just awful.
They shouldn't have shown that shit to me when I was a teenager.
I remember.
They shouldn't have let me buy that on DVD. You know what's strange, actually?
Yeah.
During those scenes, like the commentary track just mutes.
They just go silent. Do you think
Yes,
they
stop talking when those
purposefully
parts
muted
happen.
it because
Yes,
either
I'm
the
thinking they may have said something that was a bit sus or something, but
they
they never
either
talked during it.
they said something so lewd that they had to cut it out, or they
Yeah.
legitimately muted their audio live so they could enjoy the scene in silence.
I think it's probably the first option. It's, oh god.
Oh gosh.
Things that'll just remain unanswered. Some of life's biggest mysteries.
One of the mysteries of life. Mysteries of life. I mean, why are we here? Are we all some cosmic coincidence, or is there really a god? I don't know, but it keeps me up at night.
I think there's both, but they don't know how to wipe properly.
Oh my god. What does that even mean?
I don't know. I just tried to come up with a Dr. Phil, like, hypothetical. I'm not the smallest owl in the barn. Or
I
whatever.
want you to start living as
Living
a gay
as
woman.
Gay woman. I
want you to start living.
What's the context for that quote?
And we're gonna take her to the ranch. Ram Ranch.
Ram Ranch.
I hate forests. Too green, too natural. They would be much better if they were black and red. But enough talk. How about
How about you?
How about you? I'm over here. Look at me, edgy with my scarf and my hat.
Nice. I put a pizza
No one
in the oven.
understands
It's
me.
so good.
No one understands me. Would
I'm
you
just
turn
a
that
kid
racket down?
and no one understands me. I'm just a kid. Life is so hard for me. I'm just a kid and I don't want to be living in your shitty life. That's how the song goes, right? I'm just a kid and grown up sucks so bad. I'm just a kid. I'm gonna eat my dad. I'm gonna
Eat my
barbecue him. He's gonna be chopped up into little pieces, and I'm gonna eat him like on the barbecue.
A dad burger.
Remember that episode of IT Crowd where Moss met that guy who wanted to eat him? And it was played like it was
Yeah.
just a silly misunderstanding. I
Yeah,
love that so much.
the guy who created IT Crowd turned out to be a not so good guy.
Yeah, but I doubt he wrote most of it anyway.
Yeah?
I really doubt it.
He probably had a hand in the
'Cause, like,
transphobic episode.
he had a small hand in Father Ted, but he didn't
Oh, I
really
see.
write the whole thing.
Okay.
So he just creates things. He's not really the running lead. Kind of like that person that makes Harry Potter.
No.
Or have you heard Dirty
We're not
Potter?
going to get very far.
Have
I
you-
think we
have
might
you
need a new
heard-
Pokemon.
Have you heard Dirty Potter?
Dirty Potter? I saw
It's
this,
it's an audio. It's like a podcast YouTube poop.
a
an audio
podcast
YouTube
YouTube poop. Oh, an audio YouTube poop. I think I
Yeah,
hear what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, and they just they edit a reading of the Harry Potter books to make it be about pee pee and poo poo.
Oh, that's funny. You need to send me a link to that one. I just
It's
remember
called
the
Dirty Potter. You can probably find it on YouTube.
Dirty Potter. I was just remembering the Dr. Rabbit one that's just like, brush in the morning and brush at night and brush in the evening and brush in the afternoon and brush your teeth and brush between your toes and brush your tongue. But still you're not done. You gotta brush away all the plaque and brush away all the dental sealant and brush away all your permanent molders and brush away the piss stains.
I love how much you memorized of that. That's great.
I loved Walrus Guy back in the day.
You
He was like the
brought me-
greatest
you brought me
YouTube
joy.
pooper. I love Jimmy
my
Davis's
favorite-
Chocolate Rain. No, the everyone wants my Dunkachino. Can't get enough of my Dunkachino.
favorite-
It's from 7 to 17. No. Oh,
My
hello.
favorite classic YouTube poop of all time is the Hyrule dating videos. Where the second one, it's got one of the guys, and he's like, "Hey, hey, hey, gay."
By the way,
And
you're
it's
gay.
Yeah, it's just like, I like old lady whiz. Pee on my face. And then it shows the phone number. It's like 1-800. No, darkies.
I love a YouTube poop that's just like, call us now at 999
I generally love any kind of fake phone number.
Did you ever see back in the old Newgrounds days there was a Flash movie that was like a crossover between Dragon Ball Z and Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But it was like extremely like dirty. Like it had like a bunch of dirty jokes in it. Like Ron Weasley
They
is using
say
like his
poo-poo.
Ron Weasley's using his broomstick to fly, but Hermione's
Stop,
not.
Ron,
And he's like,
stop.
he's like, it's like, how did you fly without your broomstick? And then she like pulls up her skirt and it's revealed that she put it up her snatch.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, that was the thing.
yeah.
What are we gonna call this Pokemon?
Let's call him
Homestar.
Lappy
Ru-
Boy.
Lappy? Lappy! I
Lappy.
like that.
Flappy
Wait.
lips.
Lappy, like the girl. Oh, did you say Flappy? Like Flappy
I
Bird?
said Flappy, not like the laptop. I meant Flappy.
Flappy, okay. Yeah, we can do that.